Welcome back to New Cammack.
Yeah, I think it was an assault shotgun to the face. I did him a favor. Anyway, I passed my humanity check. I don't need your judgment.
Yeah.
That scene was genuinely scary. Good job.
A massive creature about 30 yards away, next to the river, covered in green fungus and pig excrement, jumps 15 feet straight up and begins to fly away.
Like, kind of lifting it in the air as if about to slam it back into the ground. But prioritizing, like, I need to get as close to this thing as possible.
So you're carrying this plant that you grew, and
Imagine like Mario 2, over his head, just full speed. Yeah.
Pow! And Darby has jumped up and successfully grabbed it by the foot.
If Darby brings it down, can you hold it there?
As my former horse once told me, nay.
What do your plants do? I thought you had like vines that would vines.
You're doing combat gardening.
What is your plant for? What does it do?
They're only for sex.
I grab the hammer and I start a spinning.
Okay. Let me check on the range of your thrown.
Does it take a full action to take the enhanced nightshade and smash it into the ground? Like, can I, now that I am underneath my target, can I just smack it into the ground and be, like, doing something else?
Is that functionally any different from just dropping it?
Probably not.
You can drop it, yes. Barry botches twice in a row, attempting to jump up and grab the monster. He misses it with one hand. As he's falling, he tries to grab Darby's leg with the other hand, misses it too, face plants.
A bad play from Barry the Botch Brujah.
Negative.
No.
0 successes.
Not gonna do it.
You run out, you aim, and it just seems like the shot goes out into the night and presumably hits something the next county over. And then you chuck your hammer like Thor right at the monster, and it dings him. So you're eyeballing it, and you might be able to make it. You might not.
Augustyn, you sure you don't have any vines? Can we jack in the beanstalk this thing?
Screams incomprehensibly as I am, like, trying to pile drive my nightshade into the ground.
Excavo, do we have any vines?
No.
No.
What?
I just gonna spend my turn just scratching my head looking up at it.
No.
No, I think I'm seriously just going to kind of like, Darby, keep it occupied, and I'm going to kind of like hustle. I'm not going to full out sprint to like the big like tool shed and look for a big ladder.
Darby looks as you were talking to him.
This is the only way I can see him getting or perhaps a tarp so we can like catch Darby when he falls.
That's
down.
amazing. As you were talking to Darby, you notice that he is having like the best time of his life. Like he is riding a slick pig. He's just like, woohoo! Just
it's totally embodying both our characters, because you are on some like Bruce Willis stuff up there, action packed, and I'm out here just like
we need a ladder for this.
So what are you spending your action doing?
Looking for a ladder. I grab a pig and bring it outside. Can I, so that I don't have to drag them back and around, can I burn celerity to punch a hole through the other side of the barn? Can just emerge with pigs?
On your next turn.
Very helpful.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, I am preparing for that, and on my next turn, I will burst through the other side of the barn with some stacked pigs to save the day.
Someone could look up how big and how heavy a full-grown breeding pig is. I know it's bigger than you and it outweighs
Could just ask
you.
your mom.
Whoa!
The splinter servant, with a grip on this creature's chest, grabbing onto the weird fungal growths all over it, starts plunging its pointy end, and in your imagination you can determine whether the pointy end is on top like a hat or on bottom. Starts
I imagine it's like gripping with its hands and just shoving its lower torso into it, so its face is still visible, and as it strikes, it makes purchase on its target, it can make like O faces at nobody in particular.
The splinter servant viciously thrusts its lower half into the monster and penetrates it deeply. You are attempting to Kool-Aid Man your way through that wall and run out with the pig.
It's not so much running out. It's kind of like bam, and then like standing there looking real cool.
Got it.
Because I'm here to save the day. I brought this tool so that I could, in our most dire moment, save the day.
The pig of salvation.
Kool-Aid Man. I was imagining, since I've got my one arm full, I was kicking it. So I think the worst way to botch this is that my foot goes through and now I'm stuck while holding this thing.
I like
my
that.
foot is now sticking outside of the building, and I am stuck there trying to balance this giant hog.
Excavo, from where you are, you see Archibald's foot explode out of the wall, and not the rest of him. That with Darby hanging on with one arm, the creature gets 7 successes, 1 fewer than it needed to remove Darby.
And again, Darby's just overjoyed by this. He's like, woo, yeah!
It's resembling
just like, oh no, now you're showing some spirit.
It's resembling a rodeo more and more.
Okay, so it has to keep stabbing at what it presumes is the heart.
Correct.
Poop. Because if it could skull fuck this guy, that'd be so handy right now.
That's one word you
you
could use to
said it.
describe that.
Heck! If it could skull heck, it's just heck it right in the eye hole.
Gross. So that'll be 2 dice for you, but you are at a dice pool penalty of 2. So roll 0 dice to determine if you can yell really loudly.
Like a terrible nightmare, it just comes out as like a wheezing wind.
Comes out like a
cool.
muttly laugh. Yeah, so a turn well spent. You have made a hole. I'm guessing you're going to grab the pig and present it to the world.
You guys are really helping quite a bit.
I mean, I was going to grab both. It's 2 pigs.
Don't be ridiculous, Graham. He's not just going to grab a pig.
And then I bust out the hole and I say, okay, everybody, let's get hog wild.
God damn it.
Man.
That joke was poor. Sign.
I got it.
I'm going to say
I
that
heard it.
I'm going to say that you are strong putting the
You're going with
pigs.
hot air baboon technology? Like that's where...
Wait. Steve, you're a genius. Is there any hot air?
If you burn blood to increase your own internal temperature, you can, in fact, exhale
Do
hot
not
air.
encourage this.
If Darby falls from like 50 feet, then he's going to be glad at that point when we are there to cushion his fall with some big hogs.
Oh my god.
Nobody is thinking about Darby except us. We are
I keep
the
thinking
support.
about that
We are a
stupid
family.
motorcycle movie.
You're really helping Darby a lot.
That's why I like to, and this is in character right now. That's why I like to call us the Olive Garden, because when you're here, we're family.
Okay.
Darby can't hear that, thank God.
I yelled it as loud as I could.
You slam a pig against the side of the truck into the flesh of its own legs, like kind of into its groin area. Not into its genitals, like into the groin muscles, like the inner thighs.
Mm-hmm.
With just to clarify,